All right, welcome in everybody. How y'all doing? So glad everybody hang out. Man, all right. This is gonna go great. All right, Muujin, Marty, Z-Spock, how y'all doing? I don't want to hear about your damn corn, Muujin. Keep your corn to yourself. All right, let's boot things up. Let's also make sure that I'm streaming No Man's Sky. All right. Do-do-do. Okay, let's try this again. Haha. Nope, not that. All right. Let's try this. Professional. Here we go. All right. That's the one we need. So, nope, not that. There we go. All right. There we go. That's what we're talking about. All right. Boom. I mean, I don't care why you got it there, Moojin. Okay, let's see here. I really didn't even have any plans. Let's see here. Oh, I got cross saves available. I downloaded some cross saves. That's right. All right. So while we're here, let's go ahead and move some of these onto my local save. I mean, not too much, Muujin. No, I I'm not sure where those came from, but anyway, we're gonna remove from cross saves. Yeah. All right. Local saves will not be affected. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. Let's make sure that I've got it. Yeah, there we go. All right. Load save. Load save. Legacy. Second build save. Load save. Load save. Second creative. Okay, yeah. All right. So we can pull those out of there. I don't even know what that one is, so we're gonna remove it. All right. Definitely like bacon. Yeah, bacon's definitely delicious. Okay, so yeah, like I said, no freaking plans. Hmm. Well, let's load in to this one, or we're gonna try that one. All right. Get loaded in. This one. Okay. Ha, ha. This is the save we got. All right. All right. We're starting to build the garage for all for the garbage reclamation. There we go. Yeah, garbage reclamation. Why am I missing a sign right there? That's gonna annoy me. And I'm missing signs there, too? Did they cascade out on me? Wonder if they did. Wonder if I had to readjust that door a couple times. I almost definitely did. Actually, I don't think I got that door wired at all. Okay. No word at all today, at least, my friend. Okay. What galaxy are we in? We are in Eisentam. Okay. So... let's do some exploring, I think. Let's see what sort of stuff we can find. So... okay, we could go to his storage young. Launching Bulldanger, Euclid is Dorjung. What is that? That's weird. Okay. Angus McFive, welcome in. How you doing, man? Happy 10th anniversary indeed, my friend. Yeah. All right, let's jump to his storage room. No, you hit bedrock that you can't get past, Mugen. And terrain respawns to a degree. All right, but I don't know if I want to fly around in that. Let's see what else we got here. Ooh, I don't have much of anything here. All right. Well, that's cool then. So actually, we're going to stick with this one. Let's do a little weird, dare I say it, ship hunting? I ship hunt really, really poorly. So, I don't know about how much fun we're going to have with that. Or how long this is going to go on. But, what do we got here? Where's this? Where are we in is Georgia? I discovered this a year ago. We got Bleak, Desert Moon, Paradise, Infested, Paradise, no idea. Double Paradise, that's not bad. Veritas Velez, what's happening, man? How you doing? Welcome in. Happy 10th to you, my friend. I assume you mean Death Star, Mugen. It's been tried. There have been some solid attempts, but you're not really able to build in space. So once you get outside of the atmosphere of the planet, build pieces stop saving. So yeah, we're just gonna warp. Let's do a little warp. Let's see what sort of systems we can find, as well as look for just whatever we can find. Jump to another 3-star system. Doesn't matter what. We're just looking around. Letting the game surprise us. It has been a long time since I've done this. Andre Vandal, welcome in. How you doing? I cannot complain, Veritas. Cannot complain. Hopefully you are doing well as well, my friend. Okay, 4 bodies. Let's do some scanning. I don't think I've got a freighter on this save. Oh, I do have a freighter. Nope, nope. Cannot warp freighter here. Alright. I do own a freighter. Okay. That's an S. No, it's not an S class. What is it? It's a B. Okay. That's more like it. I don't think I'm really grinding freighters. Double tap, welcome in, Gra, as well, my friend. Oh, I will. I will, Muujin. I don't need your permission for that. But thank you for giving it to me anyway. Eases my mind. Okay, so now, where is... That's the other. Nope. Right over here. Thank you. That's what I'm looking for. Alright. What do we got here? So, caustic. Calcified. Called Texas? That's freaking weird. I didn't name it that. Frostbound. What kind of... It's calcified, but it's called Texas. Okay. Fair enough. Yours 12, huh? Alright. Paradise Planet? We can go check it out. Gunboat Willie, what's happening? How you doing today, my friend? Welcome in. Happy NMS 10. Alright. Here we go. That one's caustic. I saw the paradise. Didn't I find the paradise already? Yeah, that's what. Ah. Yeah, not gonna be able to do it. Gotta get out of the shadow of my freighter. Maybe they are. Maybe they are, Veritas. I have not spent a whole lot of time in Texas. I'm glad for that. I do not like hot weather. Oh, I take the blame, huh? Double tap? Alright, fair enough. I'll take that. Delta 1, welcome in, my friend. Anybody is more than welcome to join me in chat as well. If you would like, you are welcome to. Last of Us, welcome in. How you doing? You do. Everyone, you do. You need game changes. There you go, Last of Us. You get it. Alright, we're coming in on the sunward side, actually. No, we're not coming into the dark. Let's go. Here we go. I will not move to Alaska. Well, maybe. I would seriously consider it, Muujin. I grew up there, actually. Lived up there for first 14 years of my life, so I don't mind Alaska at all. Alaska's a pretty dope place. Unsafe trajectory. You're not the boss of me! Okay, yeah, maybe you are, but it's not nice. Yeah, Alaska's dope. Great place to grow up. Alright, what might we have here? Okay, this ain't a bad paradise. Take a little landing pool. You're not my real dad, unsafe trajectory. Yeah. Last of Us, the plan at this moment is no plan at all. Just flying around, seeing what we see. I don't know, I might go pop into some old bases. It's been a long time since I visited some of my oldest bases. This is not a bad paradise, though. Definitely decent. Alright. We're gonna take off. There we go. That's the right button. I was hitting that one the whole time. I mean, whatever. Okay. There we go. Nearby trade events. Sure. Let's go sit at the trading post for a little bit. See if anything cool flies in. Reminisce, what's happening? How you doing? Oh no, you're trying to lose your money there, Dill. No, that's not true. You're trying to take advantage of people that haven't watched my streams for years. Taking advantage of the newbies. See how it is, Delta. Happy 10th as well to you, Reminisce. Appreciate you dropping by. There we go. Ain't that the truth? We coming in hot. There we go. Alright, let's see what flies in for a little bit. See if we get anything cool. So many friggin' shuttles, are you kidding me? 3 shuttles at once? Oh my god. All the shuttles at the same time. Yes, it's hot. I'll let you know, Moojin. For your information, FYI. Yeah, it's hot. And I mean, just look at how far this game has come. It really does just blow my mind. I mean, while you're sitting building or playing the game, it's really easy to get caught up in what you're doing. But if you just step back for a minute and just look at the game, it's gorgeous. And thinking about how far this game has come. Absolutely amazing. Alright, we're going to do a couple reloads up here and then be on our way. There you go, Reminisce, absolutely. Sergeant Belton, what's happening? How you doing? I'm not going to steal a ship, Moojin. I'm going to pay for it. Maybe. Yeah, I'm loaded. Alright, we're good. I'm gonna pay for it. This ain't Grand Theft Auto, mother trucker. Grand Theft Spaceship? Nope. I pay for my stuffs. Oh, needle nose. I don't know about that needle nose. Explorer, at least it's symmetrical. Well, you know, with the droid wings, actually? Huh. That's not a bad looking fighter. Hey, priest entity. Oh, and it's an A class. All right. Let us negotiate. Gimme. All right. There we go. First ship. Gecko GT, welcome in. How are you doing, my friend? And we're goody two shoes, and we're goody two shoes. Good, bad. I'm the guy with the gun. If you get that reference, you're welcome. Yeah. Multi-billionaires, yeah. Musk can suck it. All right, one more reload. Let's see what comes in. Oh, no, I gotta... Yep, here we go. Now we do a reload, so I keep that ship. Freighter farms are your specialty? Oh, freighter farms. Nice. Okay, yeah. Freighter farms can get to be lots of fun. Let's see here. Okay, another one of those. That one's a C class, though. So if it was an S, I'd maybe box with it. But stupid asymmetrical explorers made me throw up in my mouth a little bit. Oh, I gotta do it from the all next to it. Yeah. Oh, we got two coming in. You're taunting me with that damn Explorer now. F you guys. I don't know who they are, but I'm still saying F them. Alright, here we go. Switch out ships. Fine. Alright, fine. Be like that. There we go. I should probably land on the space station, though, so I get it in my teleport list. Yeah. When Emerald and Indium was the thing. Oh, yeah. I even remember back when thallium was a thing. But yeah, for a while there, that was the way to make money. Without duping, of course. But Yeah, huge columns of minerals. Yeah, the yep. Bionic heart. Welcome in, my friend. Happy anniversary indeed. How are you doing today? Appreciate you dropping in. As always. I think I've still got a picture. If I remember correctly, I think I've still got a screenshot of the side of a canyon with just a huge strip of green. It was emerald, but yeah, huge strip of green in it. Oh, there was a 3-star. And dissonant. All right, sweet. Had an old base with a copper one? Yeah. Way back in the day. Alright. So let's bring this in. Let's see what's on this planet. Ah, I forgot to check multi-tools on that last space station. Oh well. Nope, other way. Alright, let's see here. Haunted Emerald Planet. Acidic. Windswept. Terraforming Catastrophe. Verdant. Wow, there's a lot of shit on there. Swarm debris, star bulbs, salvageable scrap, activated quartzite, paraffinium, salt, and dissonance, and desert planet with ancient bones. I want to see what that one is, though. Haunted Emerald Planet. Let's check that one out. That's a terraforming. That's right in front of me. All right. Oh yes, very good times. The last of us. Damn. Can't see where the F I'm going at all. And there's the ground. Wow. Yeah, this is the stormy planet, all right. Well, you know what? Let's find a trading post. Still a little too far away. It'll buff out, yep. Yeah, definitely looks like vacation land there, Felson. There we go. Yeah, chromatic filter in place. Yeah, this is a pretty crazy ass planet for sure. It'd be nice if that freaking broke neck. Oh, those broke neck freighters. I hate those. I don't like those either. Right. Yeah, Last of Us. I think I might stay through a couple reloads here. See if anything fun flies in, and then I might just start wandering through old bases. Exactly. It's a crazy ass planet. Not a crazy ass planet, but a crazy ass planet. Okay, come on. Oh, one coming in. Ah, an ugly looking shittle. One of those boxy freighters. And a asymmetrical explorer. Game really likes trolling me with those. Yeah, black and white NMS Noir, yeah. Yeah, that Halloween planet was pretty cool. We had some fun. There was some cool builds on there for sure. Yeah, definitely NMS Noir. Damn straight. Oh, what sort? Oh, it's got a stupid nose. Oh, I like those wings. Hate the nose. All right. I mean, I could buy it and scrap it and take the pieces and do something, but nah. It's more fun to find them organically. I will let one more set come in. Well, at least it's symmetrical. Shittle. There, another shittle. Nah, it's better to find organically there, Mugen. Oh wow, what happened here? I'm stuck inside the building. Yep, sure am. Yep. All right, let's try this again. Oh no, it's gonna do it to me again. About the autosave. Oh, well then, that's interesting. Well, let me put a BC in here. It will. Will it let me put down a teleporter? Actually, nah, we're good with this one. There we go. All right. Let's go back to mode select. Well, I'm glad it's comforting to you there, Belson. Glad to help. All right. So let's go all the way back. Wonder what my oldest base that I still have up is. Okay. It's not this planet, is it? Let's see, because I know this is the planet I built on for that TBF challenge. That's right. Yeah, okay. 6 years ago, yeah, by me. All right, this one has mushroom towers and two other bases. Crazy lava tubes and sinkhole lake with a view. Okay, yeah, neither one. All right, yeah. So, let's place a base teleport module. Limited to one per base, which means there is one around here somewhere. Okay. Oh, that's right. I'm flying around a living ship in this one. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's go up to... There we go. It took me a minute to get out of there. Take it easy, Belson. Appreciate you dropping by again. Happy NMS, my friend. Happy NMS 10. There we go. That's what I meant to say. Appreciate you dropping in. As always. All right. Ooh, is it the Nursery of Souls? Most of these, yeah. No idea. But yeah, it looks like, yeah, it is the Nursery of Souls. Alright, let's see. On my PlayStation, this regularly crashed my system. So, let's see here. I mean, and if nobody's going to pop in and chat with me, we're just going to have word vomit. And I'm just going to do a little stream of consciousness here. And talk about shit. Yeah. Alright, what do we got here? That's a pretty crazy plant. It's hazardous. Interesting. Hazardous flora? I don't know that I've seen that before. Alright. So, here we go. There is the nursery. Set this up with the reactor. Yeah, so first, let's go into photo mode. Let's see if we can do this without crashing my game. Yo, Joyroth, what's happening, my guy? Welcome in. Alright. So yeah, this is the Bouillon Magister's Nursery of Souls. So this was my first... Yeah, this was the first build that I hit 3K on. And... this was also the first build, I believe, that I hit my construction limit on. And so... I did this entirely out of stabilized glitches. All of the stabilized glitches, nothing but the stabilized glitches. And so, let's throw some stuff in the biofuel reactor.
Technology recharge.
And hit the teleporter. Alright.
Protection falling.
So... yeah, now this was built on the storyline of another builder called Pezes. He had several builds showcasing the Bouillon, which was an extinct species that he made up that once inhabited the galaxy. And I really liked the storyline he built with them. So I had done the Winter Queen's Palace with him and DG Squared. And Cassidy Donahue, welcome in. And then I told him I liked his Bouillon Magister's storyline. And wanted to know if I could contribute. So, the story that we came up with is that the Magisters built this temple and because they believed that stabilized glitches were the souls of deceased beings, and the more light that a glitch gave off, the closer the soul was to rebirth. And they wanted to see if they gathered a whole bunch of stabilized glitches in one place, if the light from the further along stabilized glitches would help the less illuminated stabilized glitches to gain light faster and thus get reborn more quickly. And we don't know what happened to the Bouillon. All that is left is these monuments. Oh yeah, this is where I use the rattle spines. Yep, there we go. There's the last one. The rattle spines. So the top of them are the floor underneath the central helix I just I just seen Beeblebum's tutorial on how to build a helix, so I decided to build six of them interlocked. Yeah. So yeah, this is six helices built with a different starting point. Cassidy Donahue, yeah, well, this is probably 7 years old, maybe. Yeah, Cassidy, welcome in. What's happening, dude? How you doing? So, yep, and then oh yeah, there's the bubbles. I got the bubbles in a spiral going counter to the spiral on the helices. And yeah, when I was building this on my PlayStation, I had to place my save beacon on the far side of this gigantic hole in the ground that I found. And because if I saved close to the structure when if my game crashed, when I reloaded, it would crash immediately. And it crashed on me regularly anyway. So I had to keep running across the crater to save it and then run back and continue building. So doing a whole lot of that stuff. Yeah, that was. You could do a lot with it. And this. Oh, was this pre-Origins? This might be pre-Origins even. Or very close after. Anyway. So, alright, let's see here. Zabs, welcome in. Thank you for dropping a comment. Let me know you're here. Great to see that you're here. Continue to lurk away as much as you would like. Always great seeing you. Alright, so next is going to be highest high dive. Oh yeah, highest high dive isn't there. It's there, but really all this one is it's a drop from the atmospheric limit down to the planet. Alright, so yeah, next is gonna be, yep, Altar of the Missionaries. Okay, but this is after the Void Terraformer. So I gotta figure out where that build is. Because I didn't... Whoa! This planet has changed radically. Holy hell. Alright, well, let's... Well then, let's take off. Okay, we gotta head over this way, I do believe. Alright, so this is a build I did with the Isotam Galactic Hub. Wow, there's a tree right there. What the hell? Okay, am I going to be able to get out of here in the roamer? Yeah, there we go. Alright. So, yeah... One of several cave builds I've done. Alright, so yeah, this is deep into the cave. Here. Missionaries of the God of Light found a deep, dark cave populated by creatures who had never seen the glory of light. So they decided to build an altar down here and show all of them the glory of the God of Light. So here's the entrance. And this was done back when ladders snapped to the middle of floors so you could use them to adjacency to the windows. And so that's how you did that structure. That was a pain in the butt. The hype train is done. Nice. All right, yeah. Very cool, Joy Roth. All right, then through here, we've got... Yep, and when I built these all faced inward. And then after, I forget what update, they changed their orientation, and now they all face outward. And that one's missing. I don't know why. But, okay, yep, the god Helios was the one worshipped by the missionaries. So you go through this. We've got another staircase, illuminated. And then we got this nice little walkway. And I liked the floor switches merged with the race amplifiers. That was a fun little thing. And then I made everything purple coming in. All right, and then we come out here and we have the altar to Helios. Hold on. There we go. Okay, the two columns on the side, and then that middle lines up, and the outside should have lit there too. So we're missing a wire that hasn't rendered yet, but yeah. So the genesis of this was I found that entrance was actually just a nice little hole in the wall that I looked for a while, wanting to find a cave with a dead end cave with just a little hole into it. And so down there, that's where everybody dropped their offerings to Helios when they came to visit. So this is the treasure room, and if you look, there is where we started all of this. And you can see that's the hole leading into this dead end cave. And so it's kind of a treasure room of sorts for priests of Helios, or for the missionaries of Helios. Okay, nope. We want to, come back up here. And then over here. Oh yeah, that's right. You were here when I went through this, Joy Roth. Yeah, this was a fun one to do. Yeah, there was a lot of other sweet builds on this planet. Now that it's changed so much, it used to be a paradise planet. I know Barb Blaze has deleted hers, so yeah, I'm not sure what is left, but there was a lot of cool builds on this planet. All right. Back at the teleporter. What do we got? Was Christmas Caves? Yeah, I think yeah, this is for Cue Ball. I built this one for Cue Ball Gaming, an old school NMS streamer. Mad Doctor, welcome in. How are you doing, my friend? Great seeing you. All right. Yes, so this is in a system discovered by Cue Ball Gaming. and it is Santa Q's Christmas Caves. So, Santa Q is not Santa Claus. Santa Q doesn't give a shit if you've been good or bad. All Santa Q cares about is if you've donated enough money to his cause. And if you have, then you get nice presents. If you haven't donated any money to Santa Q, he doesn't want to talk to you. And these are his Christmas caves, where he makes presents that he gives to people who have earned them. So, yeah, here's his reactor, where he makes the presents with furnaces fueling it. And then over here is the little elven village where the workers live. All right, so up here we got bunk beds for all the little elves. Then down here we got kind of a yes. There's some of these places that my camera can't even get in. So here's for one of the supervisors' houses. And there's another supervisor's house. And then here is their big Christmas tree. Made out of small trees. Let's see if I can get... I don't think I can get in that bottom level. Let's see here. Oh, you kind of can. Maybe. Get past the dishwasher. Okay, so there's the automatic dishwasher. Kind of an assembly line fashion, you know? And then we got a little fireplace seating area. These are some of my first glitch stacks in here, too. So, it's like an ongoing Kickstarter, yeah. Yeah, I think so, Cassidy. I think that's why, yeah. Yep. The green pillars, like these ones there, Last of Us, those are pipes. And then I've got a light fissure sunk into the middle of everything there that you can't see. And that's what the green light is around the pipes. Because a standard light fissure, the light beam it puts off happens to be just slightly bigger than the diameter of the pipes. So, and then we got some of those planetary globes merged in there. This is something I started doing with the terraforming reactor, which was my first build for the Eisentam Galactic Hub, now Eisvana. And just kind of building out lines of pipe and then glitching stuff in between them and then snapping the pipe back. So, yeah, I started doing that with the terraforming reactor and then continued doing it kind of whenever I had pipes that I needed to get dealt with. And then a bunch of those circle standing lights. Give that light to the top there, yeah. Alright, let's see. What else we got? Well, when I was looking at the altar, those green pillars were made out of light panels. And then I had all the light panels and the like 2/3 circle were all on a circuit. So they lit up sequentially. Okay. we'll make a quick stop here. This will be fast. Not much here. I don't know where that build is actually. It should be on this save, but I'm not seeing it. It was my third, I think. Yeah, my third big build. No, fourth. Fourth. The first one was a blitzball arena. The second one was a floating pyramid slash hideaway base. The third one was the PBF? Yeah, it was the PBF APG challenge, which was the Mega Mech and Hover Tank. And then the fourth one was the terraforming reactor, which also happened to coincidentally be the start of my Void storyline that I had no idea of when I built it, but just ended up. I really liked the story that I made up with it, and so I just kept expanding on that story. So this is a little something I threw together for a player named Alex Van Logan. He was doing a little Christmas thing on one of his planets, and so I just made a Christmas tree out of underwater walkways, and then glitched in some stabilized glitches as ornaments on the tree. And then the top is, they've all got underwater doors snapped to them at the top, and then curved corridors. Pretty simple, and there is nothing on the inside. Alright. So I'm not quite sure where that terraforming reactor is. What save that's on. But, okay, so this one is a base I built with Inside Vortex. He built a base right next to me. His base, it may or may not be visible. Okay, but yeah, this was, again, an Eisentam project called The Winter of Ice. And this was, well, first off, the weather on this planet is absolutely bonkers. But, yeah, thermal protection falling, exactly. So this is, yep, Vortex built in that crater, and I built in this crater. And basically, we both came here, we both wanted to build here, so we each built a reactor, a power generator, basically, and whoever's generator generated the most energy was the winner and got control of both generators. So that was kind of the challenge. Yeah. And so this was my version. His version was super cool too. I don't know that we ever voted on a winner because who really cares? We both had a blast building it. So, yeah. And then we can go down inside here. This will take us inside the power generator. Okay. Oh, there we go. All right. So this is the control room to the power generator. And where'd I put that damn switch? Here we go. So yeah, we're gonna come around like this. We got that teleporter right there. That if you'll notice when I hit this, the doors open so you can see out, but the teleporter powers off. So the teleporter only works when the doors are closed. Safety feature. Alright, so we shut the doors now. And head on down. Scott, rinse, repeat. What's happening? Yep, you built the snow globe here, Cassidy. That is damn straight. Yeah. Sweet ass snow globe. Yep. Okay, so yeah, this is our power generator complex. So yeah, Whoa, 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 whoa. We are all glitched out here. Okay. Oh yeah, I went through.
Extreme temperature detected.
Okay, so let's reload from the save. Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't Last of Us. It's just the story that me and Inside Vortex made up,
Thermal protection fully.
and it doesn't generate power at all. So basically, it was just whichever one of us made the one that looked cooler. And yeah, I don't think we ever had a vote or anything like that. Made a couple videos about it, had a lot of fun, and that's about it. All right, so yeah, so the core of my reactor is a whole bunch of. Oh, yep, we're okay. Yeah, so those are again ladders, just a whole bunch of them placed facing away from you. So yeah, that's the power generation complex. All right, let's see here. I don't know if this is a thing or not.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Oh yeah, okay. This was where I was gonna do a build with the Arboros, and then I'm a dickhead. It never followed through. So we're gonna need a biofuel reactor. Wire it up.
Technology recharge.
And I hit my construction limit for like the sixth time on this save and just did not want to delete anything else. Okay. All right. So let's go back to mode select. All right. So here we go. Second build save. OE, what's happening? How you doing, man? Welcome in. Alright, so let's go ahead.
Navigational data received.
See what we've got on this save. Okay, here we go. Here is... Alright, so again, this is another build I did on a planet hosted by Cue Ball Gaming. And I think this might be my largest build in area covered. Well, no. Without pieces. without enlarged pieces. There we go. That's what I meant. Yeah. Okay. So this is Cue Ball's BABE. Big ass bubble extractor. So this is a bubble planet, or it was. I don't think it is anymore. It looks like it's a frozen planet now, but there were bubbles all over this planet, as well as bubbles just floating up out of the ground. So the story was, this extractor was built to get all the bubbles and not have them floating up out of the ground, but have them usable by people who could pay for it. So I built just a gigantic circle out of prefabs and then just kept bringing it up and sloped it up to the dome. So it's basically a giant dome of prefabs. And there is no way in from the outside. The only way in is to land on one of the 4 landing pads. And at one point, each landing pad has a teleporter on it that when you got out of your ship, it's right where the game put you. So you got out of your ship and you couldn't move at all. You were immediately teleported to this center platform with a teleporter leading down into the Babe. Throttle Jockey, what's happening? How you doing? Welcome in. But with one of the updates, they changed where you get out of your ship, and now depending on what kind of ship you get out of different spots. So some ships will not teleport you immediately. So, oh, that's interesting. Why didn't that take me down? There we go. Alright, and so this is inside the big-ass bubble reactor. And this was right when the bubble pipes came out. And so I started playing around with them and doing just stupid shit. And so each one of these is extracting the bubbles from the ground. And it takes them up, and those are oversized bubble pipes. Those are a pain to get glitched in there, right? And feeding into the central big ass bubble reactor. And then here's the power for the whole place. It's evidently nighttime on the planet since the solar panels are shut. But then inside the central reactor, we've got, again, more bubble pipes. And again, some more light panels on a circuit. Can't help myself. And then, yeah, in the center, we've got controls. Stuffs, equipments, what have you. But yeah, this one was crazy to make. I'm like, this was a fun one. I mean, really, all of them are lots of fun. If I'm not having fun doing a build, I'm not gonna do it. All right, let's see here. Okay. Yep. All right, so this is gonna be my deep sea salvage base. All right. So this one I built with the help of Gecko GT, because this was on PlayStation again, and so he was able to come here to this planet and put down a gigantic biodome for me. So, like, I believe this is a 15 times size biodome, and this was before the size glitch was discovered. So, this is where you come in for the landing. 4 landing pads leading down to that gigantic biodome. And the water looks so much better now. God damn, it's so much better. Yeah. But yeah, there's the giant biodome underwater. But since it's the biodome, it's watertight. So, come over here and drop down into here. And now, okay, not quite yet. We're not going to do this yet. Yeah, all right. That's not the side we want to go out. Here, we got a little moon pool in the floor there, but no, we're coming over this way. Coming out right here. Right, and then it just so happened that Gecko found a crashed ship that he built the biodome around. And so that's why this is called Deep Sea Salvage, a subsidiary of Silver Industries. And you find something underwater, needs to be salvaged, you give us a call. We come and drop one of these biodomes. We salvage it. We haul it out of the biodome via the winch and ramp, and then salvage it. Okay, here we got our patented Silver Industries salvage bot with, I mean, those are suitcases. You know what's in those suitcases, right? Yeah, there's stuff in the suitcases. We got extra supplies in the suitcases, of course. Nope, not. Those are autonomous mining units. That's not what we want to do. We want to hit the suitcase. There we go. Stuff in the suitcases. All right. And yeah, none of these little swirlies were around when I built this. That's super cool. That's new animation. All right, and there are 3 different gigantic glitch stacks in this build, and that was kind of the challenge. Anybody who visited, I challenged them to find all 3 of them. So here is one that's got something growing through it now, so that's fun. Yeah. And then as you get closer to the floor of the biodome, you start to swim. Okay, so it's not completely watertight. But mostly. And then I think, what is it, up here is the second glitch stack. This looks so much cooler under here. Okay, I can't even find my own hidden glitch stack. Oh, there it was. Yeah. Alright, so here's the second of the glitch stacks. And yeah, here we've got the gigantic control unit, just showing you really how big this biodome is. There's the screen. The screen's the same size as the prefab. I can't help myself, Last of Us, really. While I'm at a place building, and I'm just kind of thinking about, oh, what am I gonna... Well, while I'm doing a build, I'm always thinking about, why is this build here? Why is what I'm making here? Oh, god damn it. This is annoying. You. Alright, so yeah, we gotta delete that top ladder. There we go. Yeah, an emoji would have been nice there, OE. I think that's really a missed opportunity by Hello Games. But that's just me. Alright, so then we come over here, go through this teleporter, and here we go to the employee commissary or cantina / rest area. And so let me go into camera mode real quick. Let's go into photo mode. So here we are underneath the ground, but on the bottom of the biodome. Okay, so that's the bottom of the biodome. And here is the third glitch stack. With fireplaces underwater. Yes, I know, it makes no sense, but I'm okay with that. Alright, yeah, so here is these. Oh, and you can't see it because it's too dark, but there are big. Yep, there we go. Nip growing out of the. Though they're not growing. Those are gigantic saplings. Nip saplings, yeah. Oh, nope, we're going up. Alright, so here, this is all watertight. Since we're still inside the biodome. And so here we've got a couple relaxation areas for the workers. A little keg and a couch. Again, more bubble pipes. I do like bubble pipes. Can't help myself. Then over here, we got the blue side. That was the green side. This is the blue side. All right. Some tables. Couple chairs to sit and watch. Nothing at all. Because it's the bottom of the biodome. But hey. Then, yep. Through here is the commissary. So there we got a whole bunch of coral. And then these are the automated dispensers where you can just punch your order in and it gets made and set in front of you. Or if you want, we've got tables here for you to sit at, and then there are the 2 cooking areas. It's 2 kitchens, 1 on each side. Wow, that got a little fuzzy. Alright. So yeah, we got hot plate, or like grills, barbecue, some drink dispensers, electric stove. Then over on this side, pretty much the same thing. With each one of them have one of the base NPCs placed here. And their station is glitched really small at their feet. So yeah. So you don't see the station, but you do see the NPC. Yeah, I mean, I've done enough glitch building that at this point it really is just muscle memory, and I can't help myself. My mind wanders. So while I'm building, I think of a story for the build, and it makes me happy. All right. That is deep sea salvage. Yeah, that's just it. I mean, at this point, everybody expects so much from HG that it's there's no way they're gonna live up to it, and that's fine. Because what they give us is still awesome. Okay, I don't even remember why I built this. This was, I think it was a challenge in Beeblebum's server put out by DG Squared to do a space bus. So, here is my version of a space bus. So, I built it at a trading post. And so, this is the station. And then this is Space Bus 1. So we got the underneath stuff for cargo. We got the hover wheels. And the headlights. All right, then let's go ahead and get on the bus. All right, so this is the first class seating. Everybody gets their own screen, and this is the main cabin. And one thing about this door, the space bus, it has automatic windows. I had a lot of fun making those. And of course, still, we're not monsters. Every seat has its own screen. All right. And then up here, we've got the driver's compartment. Is there a way for me to get in there? How do I get in there? Here we go. Yeah. All right. So here's the driver's compartment. I took that pedal idea from Gecko GT. All right. And the engine. So yeah, that is Space Bus 1. You actually drive a bus? Nice. Yeah, that is the lines I could get better now, but I kind of like it clunky like that. Okay, so here we go. This one was another Eisvana group project where all of us built a different vehicle from the Thunderbirds cartoon show, TV cartoon, what have you. All right, and so I got their underwater rescue piece. So that's the one that I built. So here we go. Go on down. And of course, it's here to rescue a ship. Nice little needle nose. But here is the Thunderbird 4. And there's now a rock behind it, but okay. I like those propellers. I'm real happy with those propellers. I think they came out looking sweet. And then I really like the fact that I managed to get a watertight cockpit. So this was a gigantic pain in the ass. It's basically one of the underwater spheres or underwater domes on its side blown up super big, and getting everything placed was such a pain in the ass. Oh my god. Okay, no, that's the one we gotta search again. There's stuff in the suitcases. Okay, of course, there's buttons. Can't have buttons. Not gonna hit them. Okay, pilot seat with levers. Oh yeah, that we gotta go through that one to get out. Yep, alright. Okay, yeah, it's one of these things. That's the cockpit. Only blown up super big. It had to be the last thing placed because all of the interior cascades out when you delete it. So I had to build the whole cockpit, and then the very last thing I did was glitch that giant dome around it. Yeah, that mole build was nice, Cassidy. Yeah. Yeah, Cassidy's mole is super cool. Alright, so then... Alright, so this is the Void Colony ship. Another build in my Void storyline. And this one is actually the Genesis, the first appearance of... Oh, Delta's character in the Mercenary Adventures. I forget. Void Gek Rolf. There we go. Void Gek Rolf. But in this, he's just Gek. He's Toil Gek Rolf. But he came here and he found this. Well, let's see here. All right. Oh, and this is a light gravity planet. It's a moon, I believe. Yeah, that I built on here. And he found this Void Colony ship on this planet. Is it responsible for the planet being a wasteland? Who knows? It's bristling with weapons and various void technologies. Unknown. And yeah, we got bite beat wires running around those to give them kind of more of a void look since they're purple. Alright, but what's cool, what I like about one of my favorite things about this one is the only way to get into it is by landing on the landing pad, and then when you get out, you're in it. Okay, and then inside here, we've got multiple glitch stacks, basically void items taking over regular computers and terminals. Whoa, hey, why did I fall through there? That ain't cool. Alright, and then if you want to get out, you gotta go hit that power. And definitely incubating some voidlings there. And so Toilgek Rolf manages to get a message off to Master Yundal Hapet, but he's never seen again. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I gotta go down. There we go. Woo! This is where my toe is. Yep. Okay, then we have the Crypt of Canal. And this was the first video I ever made with extras. I also made it in conjunction with another builder named Atlas himself. And he did the exterior while I did the interior. So we're actually going to go out to his exterior first. All right, but this build is the story of a sect of Vakeen who worshipped Null instead of Herc. And in the lore of the game, Null was a companion of Herc's when he went and talked to the Atlas. But in the game's lore, the Atlas actually talked to Null, not Herc. And Herc got so angry that he threw Null off a cliff and to his death, and then came back and told everyone that the Atlas had talked to him instead. And so this is a sect of Vy'keen that know the story, and the followers of Herc are hunting them to try and wipe them out so that they don't share the story. Oh, damn it. That sucks. Yeah, Atlas had built a super sweet base merged into this crashed freighter, but it looks like it's not here anymore. So, his base was fantastic. The way it was merged into that crashed freighter was absolutely unbelievable. And he had a teleporter cannon on the superstructure. So yeah, that was awesome. He did such a good job. And so the sect of the Vy'keen get caught when they enter this system by followers of Herc, and their freighter gets shot down. And so they make a final. They bury. Their leader dies in the crash. They bury him here in the catacombs, and make a last stand in the wreckage of the freighter. And eventually, the followers of Herc, who are much more numerous, overwhelm them. And the last few use the teleporter cannon to shoot themselves down underground, where the body of their leader, who's named Kanal, lies. And they make their last stand in his monument slash crypt, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, so this here is the crypt they built for him. Do a little exterior. Shot. Okay, and so that back part's not rendered, so don't pay attention to that. But here is, yeah, the main body of the crypt. Okay, and so you come up here. This is the entrance, and the entrance is protected on either side. There we go. By blast doors that have burning vats of oil. So they get in here when the followers of Herc come charging up the steps. They flip up the blast doors and dump the oil on them. And so over here is the armory, where all but two of the remaining Vakeen stop and make their stand. So we got guns on the walls, guns in the suitcases. All right, and then the final two Vakeen make their way deeper. Okay, and then one of them stops here. This is one of my favorite glitch stacks that I've ever come up with. But this gigantic Gatling gun. This thing's fun to build. Okay, and he sits here. He's got this is the tunnel deeper in, so they have to get through him before they can take that tunnel because he's just gonna absolutely gut them as they come around that corner. There's no way they're getting into that tunnel without taking him out. So he sits there while the last one moves further in. Okay, and I like these doors here. So these doors I got set up on timers. Nope, can't start again, OE. If you want to know the story, you can watch the video on my channel. Okay, a glitch stack Last of Us is something I came up with. I mean, honestly, a lot of builders do it. I think I'm just the first one who's stupid enough to put a name to it. But it's basically a whole bunch of items glitched onto a single point. Or I start the after I did that for a while, I then expanded it to multiple points, different levels, that sort of thing. But it's all a tightly grouped group of glitch points that you glitch stuff onto and make weird and crazy looking constructs. All right, so let's see. What else do we have on this one? I think, yeah. Yeah, that's the end of things on this save. Okay, let's jump. Well, second creative? Was that the one? Yeah, that was the other one I loaded in. Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, really, I mean, Beeblebum is the one who got me hooked on all this, got me started with it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where are we at here? Okay, this is not what I thought it was. Oh, no, it is. Okay, I just started a new... Okay, yeah. Got into a new save, yeah. Okay, so here is my Kaleido Cone. So this is something kind of... I don't even remember why I did this one, but... It is basically a kaleidoscope built in a cone shape. So it's at the top of... It was the top of a mountain. But that's super frustrating because the mountain was a volcano that used to explode and shoot flaming rocks and fire through the build. So that's frustrating. But there is definitely no longer a mountain here. Easy. Um, I I think it's the difficulty's about the same. I think it's harder to do with a keyboard than a controller. So even when playing on PC, I use a controller. But yeah, just a whole bunch of kaleidoscopes that all expand outward each consecutive ring, basically. Yeah. Yep. Still good. Yep. And you could definitely, yeah, definitely still do it. Exactly, Joe Roth. Exactly. Okay. Nope. 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 Where is the? There we go. It's telling me insufficient power for some reason. Who knows why? Okay. Yes. So this is the Defender of Hope. Continuation of a storyline that I started in a creative save. Again, for a challenge in People Bum server, I think he wanted to build a spaceship, like an actual, like NASA type spaceship. And so I built one on a planet that was basically being destroyed by asteroids, and the only way to escape was this ship. And yeah, they all escaped and got to this planet. And they built this to prevent what happened to their planet from ever happening again. I don't remember how to get out of here. Okay, nope, none of that. Okay, somewhere here I do have a light switch for all the power doors. So you can close the windows. And yeah, like this here is a glitch stack, one of my later ones. They're Last of Us. So it's like one of the bubble vats, and then it's got a light fissure glitched on the same point, and then I'll go up like 3 or 4 light boxes, and I flip the point upside down, and then glitch another bubble vat downward, and then put another right side up light fissure in it, along with one of the antennas. And yeah, usually I'm just glitching stuff in there to see what looks fun. But I don't know. I think I might just have to delete a wall and go out. Oh, nope, here we go. I knew there was one I left open. Alright, so this was built at an archive on top of a planetary archive. So it's got gigantic missiles up at the top to shoot down big asteroids, and then a bunch of smaller cannons and turrets on the 3 arms to shoot down smaller asteroids or pieces of the bigger asteroids that have been blown up by the gigantic missiles. And they've got, each missile has its own carrion, so it's able to, I don't think that's the right word, but anyway, it can be raised and lowered. Diavante, what's happening? How you doing? Welcome in, my friend. So yeah, this was build I did at this archive. Okay, and inside of it here is just a bunch of controls. Pseudo controls. Don't actually control anything, but I can't get through that one. Alright. Let's see here. Here's the Oh, that teleporter takes you down. That's right. That's how you get down. Never mind. I should have done that. I should have done that from the first. Alright. Let's see here. What else do we got? Oh, I think it ends with attack on Asarar Station. Yeah, okay. So this was a few years ago. Yeah, that'd be super cool. Oh, thanks, Jorroth. Yeah, I had fun building that one. I definitely did. Okay, so this is for Beeble Bums. Yeah, the Bee Live event in 22. There we go. That's name of the planet. There we go. So this was during his live stream. Everybody had a chance to come build what they could within the time frame, and so I came and I got started on this ship. I didn't finish it, but then after the live stream I came back and did like 7 or 8 different live streams building it out, basically. And so somewhere around here I've got a teleporter, I think, but let's see if I can get up to it. Barely. Alright, here we go. So this is the ship, alright, and the whole planet is just wrecked. Okay, it's a barren desert planet. Okay? And there's a settlement over there on that plateau. So this ship is ran by one of the last groups of settlers on this planet, and they can't get off the planet. And they're starving. So they decided to come here because they've heard that this settlement on the cliffs found a crashed freighter with intact cultivation rooms, and they've got plenty of food. So they're coming to take their food, basically. They have no choice. They're starving. So they build this ship, head this way, and as they get closer, their scouts tell them that the settlement has built a gigantic cannon in the middle of the settlement to protect their cultivation rooms. And that cannon's going to wreck this ship before it can get close enough to do anything. So they build these little smaller ships that they're going to launch ahead of time. The smaller ships are going to go in, blow up that big gun before it can take out the big ship. And then the big ship will come in the rest of the way. And we've got more of those Gatling guns. And then here we've got more like energy weapons. And then, yep, another Gatling gun fore and aft. And then if you come over here, down below, this is the crew quarters. Or no, this is the engine, the furnace, yep. And then way down here, this is the crew quarters. Alright, and they got themselves a little nutrient processor that might be a little glitchy, slightly on fire, but that's okay. And then these are the captain's quarters. Okay, and then we come back up here, and this will take you into the little tiny ships. You can sit down. but the camera gets super wonky. No worries, Last of Us. No worries, man. Alright, and of course you got buttons that don't do nothing, yada yada. That sort of thing. But, yeah, that's how you get in. That's how they get into the small sting ships before they launch them. And then here is the control wheel for the ship. Okay, now, however, the people at the settlement are not gonna just roll over and die. Basically, they've decided that they've got the food, they're gonna defend it. Alright, so up here, they have decided that they saw the sting ships being created, so in order to combat the sting ships, they built these smaller gun emplacements here to help so that they could destroy the sting ships before they get close enough to destroy the main gun, which is back there. And so the other group, when they get here, they've only got enough fuel. The sting ship's got enough fuel for one attack run, and the ship is out of fuel itself. So the sting ships have to make their run, even though they see these cannons. They've still got to make their run, and they've only got enough fuel to make the run, and they're going to crash before they get back to the main ship. So, and then here is the main cannon. That they built. Cocapelli Bob, what's happening? Welcome in, my friend. Member for 35 months. My God, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yeah. Oh, so many good memories with all these builds, man. Yeah. Yep. So, yeah, this is the big gun. And then those are the smaller defensive turrets. And then inside the big gun, it is built around the settlement terminal. Here. Okay, so yeah, the hub interface in the settlement, that's what it's built around. And so these light panels I used to glitch everything in. I decided to just leave them in place because they look good. And then here is their cultivation rooms that they've got. So freighter cultivation rooms, sandwiched in between them, they have more guns and defenses. And then inside the freighter rooms themselves, they've got nothing growing. But there should be stuff growing in here, damn it. Anyway, so there's 2 floors of grow rooms. And on a planet this blasted and just devoid of life, these rooms are literally the difference between life and death. So they will defend them to the end. right. So there's the attack on Asherar Station. Alright, I think those are the ones I uploaded. Yeah. Okay. This is my first PC save. Alright, so let's see. I don't remember what bases I've got on here. Okay, yeah, we've got a few here. So this is another half-finished project. So this is, you know what, we're going to do this in build cam. Okay, you'll be able to see the wires, but oh well. Because you also get to see the movement. Alright, so yeah, this is an old abandoned refinery, basically. Sitting here on this planet. Yeah, old, decrepit, starting to sink into the water even a little bit. Over there is I want to say, sulfur hotspot? It's some sort of a hotspot over there. And then the reason for this build is this is a unicorn system. This is one of the most unique systems I ever found. I wanted to do builds here, and I looked specifically for this system for the longest time before I finally found it. Like, I'm saying over 100 systems I checked before I found one like this. So there are 6 planets. I was fine with 5 planets and a moon, but there are one of every kind of planet with no duplications, no stabilized glitch planets. So we've got a fiery, high radio source, bountiful, acidic, freezing, imminent core detonation. Okay, so this planet, Delta Creator, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for dropping in. Great to see you, Dashboard Devil, as you as well. And so basically, this system is able to make fusion igniters and stasis devices. Both of them. And you need this specific mix of planets. And it's got to be one of all the different kinds without any stabilized glitch planets or like NMS noir planets, that sort of stuff. So yeah, it took me a long time to find this system. And then I built this build and nothing else. But this one came out looking nice. Looks very on form. Okay, so this is something I did for the Isvana group. Again, another build with Isvana. they got a new capital planet, and so all the builders in the group came to the planet to build like little interactive fun games. Okay, and this was a paradise planet, is no longer. All right. So first off, I've got a water slide. Okay, I mean it's just like the base name says. There's a water slide and there's a death sphere. So, uh, there's the water slide, and it's basically just a SRT escalator that drops you into the water. Yo. So yeah, that's the. But now the problem with it is once you do that, you've got to come over to the shore and summon your ship and fly back up there. Dashboard Devil. Thank you very much, my friends. 25 months again. What were you thinking? I appreciate you very much. And yeah, it's been an awesome ride. Okay, so yeah, here are the landing pads. Okay, hop out. Okay, now let's see if we can get the Death Sphere to work. First thing you do is throw that. No, no. Okay, yeah. Yeah, alright, that's the reset button. That's right, okay, so first you gotta do is take this ball and push it on to that switch. Don't let it come off. Okay, then you come over here. You summon in your exocraft. Alright, then when you get in the roamer, make a little move, then you get dropped through, and those should be open. But they're not. Now they are. So you're supposed to be able to get down in here with the roamer, and then you just spin around and around and around and around. Because it's a death sphere, and then when you want to get out, there's the pilgrim. Okay. The pilgrim's what you should probably be taking here. So not the roamer. The pilgrim's what you need. There we go. Okay, and this should reset everything, I think. And it doesn't, so that's probably why it's not working up top. Because wiring is really not very helpful in this game. It'd be nice. back in the day, oh yeah, back in the day. And it's still something that I want to come back to. I mean, I really doubt it's gone forever. I'll still play it. I still do play it. Just don't stream it. Okay, yeah, so this is gonna be Stackmas Village. So, a couple years ago for Christmas, I did a Stackmas build, and I had other people come in and build, and then the next year I did it again, and this was year 2. So, Stackmas 2 Electric Boogaloo. Alright, and so this is the village. And here at the village, when they celebrate Stackmas, so this is their village square where everybody comes to celebrate Stackmas. And so, of course, the square is full of glitch stacks. That I had a lot of fun putting together. All the different glitch stacks. And then came in right there. Yeah, so this is the one I came towards. There are 1, 2, 3 houses. Yep. All right, and each house has a Christmas trees at the entrance. All right, then I believe they've each got a different glitch stack in the center of the table, but I'm not going to swear to it. Then they've each got a automatic dishwasher. There's the sink of dirty dishes. Pass along, fall, become clean, and go there. And then also each room, each has a bedroom. All right, and then when you get in there, because I mean sometimes you don't want all the light. You want to go to bed. Get into bed, hit that, it's nighty-night time. Lights turn off, doors shut, and you wake up in the morning, hit the button, lights turn back on, doors raise. Okay, and then, yeah, each building is set up fairly similar. And, yeah, that is the Stackmas Village. That is all the builds I've got on this save. Let's see. Oh, no, I've got one more. Where is it? Yep. So this was one of the Mad Builder challenges that I did with Delta. He won. But I decided to keep working on mine afterwards because I wanted to finish it up. And 3 or 4 streams later, I did. And so I decided to build my own trading post. Yeah. Okay, so we've got all of the landing pads. Then down here is the center of the trading post. You got your galactic terminal. Here we got dudes selling stuff. And then the other landing pads. So we got the top of the trading post, and that was my glitch platform that I built on. Whoops, never deleted that one. Oh well. And I built it over top of a different structure in game. But everything else is glitched in. My version of a trading post. Alright, then I think that's it, yeah. I mean, I've got more, but they're on the PlayStation. I gotta load them into the cloud and switch them over cross saves. So we might do another stream like this some other time. But I have thoroughly enjoyed going back through all these old bases. Brought back such phenomenal memories about my hours upon thousands of hours playing No Man's Sky. I think I'm probably over 6,000 hours in game. So, by any metric you care to use, I've played this game more than any other game in my life. So, happy 10th anniversary, No Man's Sky. Thank you for all of the endless hours of entertainment and the ability to build what I imagined and build my own stories, basically. That's the way toward. That's not how I started with building, but that's where it kind of went to. I don't know if it's a flex or not, Joy Rob, but um, yeah, the opportunity and ability to build my own stories has been priceless. There's, I would have paid the price of this game 100 times over without hesitation. So, thank you, Hello Games, for 10 years of unending work and polishing of this game. There are so many games that release half baked, and the devs just say, hell with it, drop them, and move on to the next half baked game they release. That is a lot. Yeah, yeah, Cass. And so Hell Games is rather unique in the fact that they did release a broken game that did not live up to what people had been told it would be. But some of that was out of their control. And they didn't drop it. They buckled down and made it into so much more than the game they promised. And it's fairly unique in the gaming industry, and it shouldn't be. Every studio should approach things the way Hello Games does, but that is my own personal opinion. And I'm pretty sure Hello Games doesn't make the kind of money that those gigantic studios do. But I also think that's all right with the guys at Hello Games and girls, because they do this because they love doing it. And they make good enough money to keep going with it. And I cannot wait for Light No Fire. They have absolutely 100%, no doubt in my mind, been testing all of their code in No Man's Sky. And when Light No Fire comes out, it is going to be crisp, clean, polished, ready to go. And so, cannot wait. Cannot wait for it. So thank you for coming and hanging out with me today, everybody. I appreciate you all uh, hanging out while I wandered through old bases, got nostalgic, went down memory lane for a while. I appreciate y'all humoring me, hanging out for it, and I appreciate everybody's support over the years. I mean, I never expected to do much of anything with my channel, and um, it's turned out to be a pretty cool thing, and I need to get back to telling stories. I really do. Um, it will happen. I am not done with my Mercenary Adventures storyline. And I am not done with other storylines that I've left laying in game unrealized. And speaking of stories, before I leave you, let me drop y'all a link. Let's see if that'll go. Yes. There we go. All right. You need to click that link and you need to watch that video. That is a video done by Kyle Culver, DG Squared, and the Cafe 42, Lily Hop. And it is a who's who of builders that made a gigantic pirate ship battle. And Kyle did a phenomenal job shooting it with the videography. It is an absolute tour de force. If you have not seen it, you need to go see it. Watch it. Watch it again. Watch it again. Get the views on it because it is absolutely amazing. So many good builds. It's phenomenal to see. So go check that out. Do it. I cannot suggest it enough. So have a great rest of your Sunday, everybody. I'll be live with some Palace Factory tomorrow night. And I appreciate everybody's support over the years. And thank you, Hello Games, for this amazing, amazing sandbox that we've gotten to play in for the past 10 years. Everybody have a great rest of your night. I'll talk to y'all later.
There once was a ship. The name of the ship was the Billy O.T. The winds blew hard, her bow dipped down below me, bully boys blow. Soon may the weathermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. She'd not been 2 weeks from shore when down on her a right whale bore. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take that